ever wondered how a group of friends from a tough neighborhood turned reggae music into a global sensation? UB40's story isn't just about catchy tunes. It's about breaking barriers, uniting cultures, and proving that no matter where you start, passion and perseverance can take you places you never dreamed of.
In Holland that we just played,
Wow.
I can remember when the fourth tribute band
Yes.
out there as well, you know, and there's some good ones too, you know.
Okay.
UB40's journey is a beautiful mix of talent, timing, and a deep desire to bring people together through music. Born in Birmingham, England, during the early 1980s, a time when racial tension and economic hardship loomed large, UB40 emerged as a multiracial band that not only made waves with their music, but also carried a powerful message of unity and hope.
About
But that's the biggest compliment. I feel like that's when you know that you're like, you know, legend
Superstar
status.
yes.
Yeah, when
The name SAW, UB40, itself tells a story. It comes from a British unemployment benefit form UB40, reflecting the struggles many of the band members faced before hitting the big time. This wasn't just a band. It was a voice for those feeling overlooked and unheard. Humble beginnings. Where it all started, Birmingham in the late 70s and early 80s was a melting pot of cultures, but also a place riddled with social and economic challenges.
We're very disappointed and quite about the fact that this may be the last show. But, you know, UB40 will continue and will go on.
UB40's founding members, Ali Campbell, Astro, Earl Falconer, Brian Travers, Norman Hassan, and others, were all friends who shared a love for music and a determination to make a difference. They grew up listening to reggae legends like Bob Marley and Jimmy Cliff, as well as ska and soul music that spoke directly to their experiences and emotions. But instead of simply copying what was already out there, UB40 blended reggae with pop and a touch of British sensibility, making their sound accessible to a wider audience. Their first gigs were small, local, and far from glamorous, but the band members were persistent. They rehearsed tirelessly in makeshift studios and played anywhere they could get a chance. Their diverse backgrounds made their music rich with stories of struggle, hope, and unity. Breaking through. The rise of a global hit. It was in 1983 that UB40 really made their mark with their cover of Red, Red Wine, a song originally by Neil Diamond. Their reggae-infused version became a huge hit, especially in the UK and the US, introducing reggae to audiences who might never have experienced it otherwise. But it was their 1993 cover of Elvis Presley's classic.
Well, 23rd of February.
well, that's the way it looks, you know.
It's Ali's brother, Duncan Campbell, who's taken over singing duties in the band.
I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, that truly cemented their place in music history. This song topped charts around the world and showed how UB40 could take something familiar and make it entirely their own, crossing generations and genres. What made UB40 special wasn't just their sound, it was what they stood for. Their music carried messages of peace, unity, and hope at a time when the world needed it most. They weren't just entertainers, they were storytellers and peacemakers. The heart of UB40, more than just music, UB40's members weren't immune to the hardships of their environment. Like many young people in Birmingham at the time, they faced economic struggles and social divisions. But instead of letting that define them, they used music as a way to rise above and bring others along. The band's lyrics often touched on social issues, unemployment, racism, poverty, but always with a hopeful tone. Their songs weren't about dwelling on problems. They were about inspiring change, both in themselves and in their listeners.
In a really precarious position there, you know. And I said that at the time when he phoned me. You know, we're happy doing what we're doing, and we're happy.
Ali Campbell once said in an interview, "We wanted our music to be a way for people to feel better about their lives, to dance, to smile, and to believe that things can get better." This approach struck a chord worldwide. Fans from different backgrounds, ages, and cultures found something relatable and uplifting in UB40's music. Reset, a journey of friendship and collaboration. UB40's journey wasn't just about individual success, It was a story of friendship and collaboration. The band members shared a bond deeper than just making music together. They grew up side by side, supporting each other through thick and thin. This unity helped them weather challenges that come with fame. Internal conflicts and lineup changes did occur over the years, but the core message of togetherness remained strong in their music and performances. Their concerts became celebrations of diversity, where people from different walks of life came together to enjoy the rhythm.
The Royal Albert Hall show that, you know, I'm flying Sly and Robbie and Smokey Robinson and all guests on the Running Free album.
And soul UB40 brought. Théâtre legacy and continued inspiration. Even after decades in the music industry, UB40's legacy continues. They paved the way for reggae to enter mainstream music, influencing countless artists and bands across genres. Their success story reminds us that music can be a bridge between cultures, a healer, and a powerful force for good. Their hits still play on radios, in movies, and at parties worldwide. New generations discover their songs and the messages they carry, proof that great music and great stories never get old.
And it's great what's happening in Europe and actually worldwide. Reggae Fest grown exponentially, you know, and so Reggae on the River.
What we can learn from UB40's story is more than just a biography of a band. It's a lesson in resilience, unity, and the power of music to transcend boundaries. They showed us how coming from difficult circumstances doesn't have to limit your dreams. Their multiracial lineup sent a clear message during tense times that collaboration and respect can overcome division. They remind us that sometimes the most meaningful art comes from those who have faced real struggles and chose to respond with hope and creativity. So next time you hear, "I can't help falling in love with you," or "Red, Red Wine," remember, it's not just a song, it's a testament to the power of music to bring us together, uplift us, and inspire us to keep going. Thanks for joining me on this musical journey into the inspiring story of UB40. Can you state, like, share, and subscribe to my channel LMS Music, and check out my playlist for more great videos. Until next time, keep the music playing.